What is good? Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2025. I'm DJ Tommy. Welcome to the Technically Unsound Podcast. Let's bring in the gang. We've got Big E.
What up?
Happy New Year. We got Infinity in the lower, what is that going to be, the right? Oh, well, it's different on TikTok. So
I turned off everything. I can't even see where I'm at. What up? What up? What it do? What it do?
And out of Sacktown, DJ Magix.
What up? What up? What up? What?
The town of Sax.
Directly?
Sack.
As in saxophones.
Sacrilege.
These nuts.
Pretty much. This town could suck on these nuts.
You were
So it
coming in
begins.
hot right at the last second. I didn't even know you were on.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to show up.
Looks like he's wondering too.
Yeah.
No, I'm on this whole rediscovering OBS stuff and
Okay.
making scenes and overlays.
Shouldn't be doing that right before we go on. What's wrong with you?
I was like,
I've been doing this for like the last week. So I got to a point where I was like, God, I really wish there was a way I could put this scenes in a folder. And I know I had talked about doing nested tables, but nested tables just add more shit. It doesn't actually organize it. It just allows you, it just as a way of labeling. So it looks like it's in a folder, but it just expands your list like 3 times the size it normally is. So I got tree scene, or scene tree or something like that. And I had started it, but I was like, shit, I installed this last night. I don't remember if I rebooted OBS or not. And I don't want this show fucking up. So I went ahead and restarted OBS before the show today, and it just took a little bit longer for it to boot up. But I also found a plugin for, I want to say you and Infinity, Big E.
What?
I know that you were talking about before that you had lost sound after Windows did an update and had to go through and redo your monitoring. Well, Andy Lippy, who's a OBS kind of guru out there, has a plugin tool that basically goes through and checks all your plugins and makes sure they're up to date in OBS, as well as if you've done a Windows update, it refreshes your monitoring for all of your scenes so that you don't have to go into every single scene and refresh it manually.
Huh. Yeah, that could be
You
useful.
may want to check that out.
Did you send a link?
Yeah, send a link. Isn't that what you always
It's
say?
called Stream Up.
It is called Stream Up, and I've got like 30 YouTube windows and whatnot opens, and as soon as I find it again, out of the 3 instances of Edge, I will be sure to post it.
You
And-
are open Windows.
Next
Rabbit
time,
hole.
next time you ask me for one, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Maybe in a week I'll find it.
Going around the horn, what did we do to celebrate, to bring in the new year?
I'll go last. It's not exciting.
I didn't do much.
Were we all awake at midnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So
So-
just checking.
So my daughter having her water issues at her home still, they were here. So we hung out with them, and my other daughter and her boyfriend were here as well, which I was surprised about. So
Oh, wow.
it was kind of a family night, just hanging out. We played some board games and drank some drinks and got a little fucked up. And then midnight hit,
Uno
everything
or
wound
Monopoly?
down. And what?
I said, did you play Uno or Monopoly?
Nope.
All right, your family's still together then. I'm telling you, dude, those 2 games will break up a happy home.
Sounds like Big E is the cool dad.
He is the cool dad.
Well, my kids are in their 20s, so
When they still want to come back and chill, that means you must be
Right.
a cool dad.
oh yeah.
Did you cook them anything? Did you like, oh, the family's, let me just go ahead and throw something on the smoker for you all?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
I didn't cook.
I was going to say, if you're watching on TikTok, which I don't think anybody is yet, but if you are,
I am.
go to technicallyunsound.com and catch us on YouTube, and then, you'll get notifications and stuff. Well, I guess you get notifications on TikTok too, if you're a follower. all these different terminologies.
They're kind of late coming in. Like,
Yeah, TikTok
We had already
notifications are
started.
late.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I see you. I got a notification from you, daughter, Infinity, and I was just like, where the hell is the Technically Unsound one at? I'm like, what the fuck, over?
Well, we're kind of a brand new channel on TikTok because of our low subscriber count. So we're low priority in the algorithm. By the way, Infinity is, he's got the cable guys coming out tomorrow to check on some kind of possible wiring issue. Yeah, he's in and out, if you're wondering.
Connection lost.
Magix, what did you do last night?
I set a goal to hit level 25. I rang in the New Year online playing Call of Duty. That was pretty much it. Moms didn't really get out of bed at all yesterday, so there wasn't much to do.
Does anything happen online? Like, do you get like a little firework in the background of the COD scene?
No, I actually brought that up. I actually talked about that during the stream. I was like, what would be cool is if they had little things that aren't like blown out of proportion. Like there's every Christmas, there's a Christmas theme that's a big event and they advertise and all that shit. I was like, that would be really cool is if they had little milestones like, hey, happy 4th of July if you're in the United States, or happy Easter or Merry Christmas, that would just pop up, on those days while you play. And it wasn't a big to do, like in real time. I think that would be cool. But no, nothing happened before. I want to say either Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, they kind of had something that popped up. And, if you're online, it was cool to happen. I think they possibly did it in Halo as well. But yeah, nothing like that happens anymore, at least not in this game.
Okay. So, sounds so far Big E has had the most exciting evening. I'll go next. I had no excitement. Actually, I was sitting around watching a show and I looked down and it's already like 12:03. Had forgotten. I was like, oh snap, Happy New Year.
Oops.
That's pretty much what happened. I started the stream and I was like, all right, well, we got like an hour and a half to go. So, I just started playing it and I was like, oh, okay, we got like 45 minutes to go. I was like, oh, okay. Oh shit. We got 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and I was gonna just celebrate with East Coast time and just get it over with at 11 my time. But I missed that because at that one I was like 11:15. I looked down at my watch and it's like, well, I missed the ball drop at Times Square. So now I'll have to stay up till midnight.
Yeah, I could tell when it hit. And even when I gave the 2 minute thing, I kind of forgot. I was like in the middle of a round. I was like, oh, all the fireworks are going off. Well, sounds like it's midnight now.
I think I heard one firework pop off here at midnight.
There was quite a few going on around me, but we're also out kind of where it's, I don't know, I guess not a bad place to do fireworks because, there's a lot of houses, but there's a lot of like desert area too. So we're out by the highway and shit. So like plenty of open space where people can do it. So there was a lot going on. And I had 4 dogs in my house.
Did they react?
No, because they weren't. I mean, we can only hear them inside a little bit here and there because we had the TV going. At one point, we had music going. We were all talking and being loud. So the dogs were just running around having fun, like little kids while their parents and stuff are playing games.
I made a new scene for TikTok just in case Cremo joined. If you're looking at TikTok, watch. I'm going to switch over to it. I told you I had to make the window small.
Oh yeah. Mine's way behind because my tablet is updating apparently.
Okay.
I forgot to get it ready. I meant to turn it on way before. But I never turned it on.
On this new scene that I made in case Cremo joined, It's got the Happy New Year's and the cheers at the bottom, so it's a little more festive.
Oh yeah,
I don't see that.
it's way at the
down
bottom.
at the very bottom, but it's probably covered by the.
See if you can
Oh,
see.
there, yeah. It's covered by the chat window.
Yeah, that's why I use one of Nutty's little templates that he has on his site, where he's got like the TikTok template of where the things are on the screen, so that when you're making your own layouts, you can avoid like the TikTok little icons and stuff.
Yeah.
So that part down at the bottom is just kind of like waste space.
Oh well,
I
at
mean,
least
it's awesome, but I don't. Okay, so when it initially comes up, unless you swipe it away, I don't know if you could see that. You still get the text at the bottom.
well, yeah, that's not going to go away.
Yes, unless you swipe it away and don't read the comments.
Yeah.
So I never really liked that about TikTok.
That I learned that when I went live on TikTok that one time, which was you can't care as much what's all over the screen because of what's all over the screen already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people they understand, they don't complain. Gen Z doesn't complain about anything on TikTok. So other than the content.
Yeah, I mean, like streamers and stuff, none of them really have anything intricate in their backgrounds. Half of them just look like a damn room.
Yeah.
Some of them have lights, some of them don't. They don't give a shit. And we put in all this effort into putting all kinds of stuff in our backgrounds. That's why when I changed up my angles and views and stuff, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get everything in the view anyway. So I have all these behind the scenes cameras that kind of show other things. So I guess it works. But it's kind of one of those things, you put in all the effort of putting that stuff back there, and then it's like, well, it looks cool when somebody comes and sees my room.
Right. So Infinity, everybody went about their New Year's Eve. So before you go into another dimension, do tell us how you spent your New Year's Eve.
Working. And especially since my job role is entirely changed, in case I hadn't mentioned it before, it's it's all first response now. I still work for the same company, but it's all first response. So we have a brand new parking garage that's literally just open, and it's 5 levels. So they turn the lights off on the top level, and everybody could go up there and watch the fireworks, and you could see like most of the city actually. So we had the lights off, but we need to have
times, guys. Good times.
Yeah. No, we had to have first response up there because people do weird things in holidays.
Yeah, like
my
Especially
beer.
when they need time off, and
Like-
they might not have the time off. So yeah, they tend to fall and scrape and didn't feel good and all that. So I was at work doing whatever. I had some offers to DJ, but I didn't find out about them until recently, and they probably wouldn't have paid anyway. So it's all good. And you can guess where they are.
Yep. Because I got a text early on that, and I was like, wait a minute.
I got one last month.
Wait,
but I was like,
what time is all right? So quick question. What time is it in Phoenix right now?
8:15.
Okay, so you guys are ahead. So
Yeah,
I got
so
the
we used
text
to
with
Happy New
everybody
Year.
home.
It was already
was
like
like-
1.
Yeah, I was like, why is everybody home? And it's 1 o'clock or it's midnight. I was like, oh, they're an hour behind. I was like,
yeah.
and even still 1 o'clock on New Year's Eve. I was like, shit.
People are old.
Dude, so my initial thought was people are old, and you know who I was thinking of when I said people are old.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, or something happened.
It didn't happen. They're just old and boring. You saw the text for Crockpot, so yeah. Hit that again. Hit that again, E. Yep, just like that.
Hey, you never know. I mean,
there might have been some stragglers, but yeah.
No, I got the cap closed.
Oh
At
well,
1:15. I was like, God damn.
it's not
Or
new.
at 12:15.
That's not new.
I mean, it is New Year's, and I mean, we started doing that. Like, hey, get off the streets before drunk 30 rolls around. But
Well, and it's in Tempe. Anyway, yeah, I was at work.
yeah,
To answer the question, and it was what it was.
Oh, by the way, I got a new phone for the first time in like 6 years.
Oh shit!
iPhone 10.
This is a iPhone 16 Pro Max. It wasn't my choice. I was just going to get an iPhone 16 Pro, but conveniently they sold out of the Pro, so I went ahead and fell into their little bait and switch.
Oh, that's what it's on?
Did you wait? Did you pay for the Pro and they just upgraded you to the Max, or did you have to pay for the Max?
Do you gotta pay? You gotta fucking pay for anything, Apple. The fuck you talking about? Apple ain't giving you shit free.
There's no specials.
So then they get. So then they just got.
This ain't a hotel room where you get a free comp to a suite.
Well, let me ask you this: did you do it directly through Apple, or did you go to like a store, an Apple bar, or whatever they're called?
No, I mean I got it in my T-Mobile store.
Okay, that's what I meant. Was did they just say they're out of the Pro? I'm like, oh, we're all out of those, but we have the Max.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
they got you.
Yeah.
Got them.
But I did get the same response from totally different stores. Like one was a Sam's Club, and then one was a T-Mobile. It was actually T-Mobile online because I called in because when I went to Sam's Club, I did buy the 16 Pro, and we did the whole order and everything. And then the girl's like, "Oh, by the way, we're out of those." After they had already ran the financing and everything, for the, like where you do that 24-month payment thing. And it was like, "Oh, we'll ship it to you on like the 14th.
You couldn't wait, huh?
And I was like,
Oh, hell no.
yeah, it's like, I want to start taking some, I'm going to use it. My phone was just shit. My XR had that
Yeah,
thing.
because it's just old as fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Like, God damn, dude.
That's my daughter's boyfriend has like an old ass phone. That thing's cracked from its asshole to its mouth.
Your XR is barely a step above my 5S.
What?
I have an iPhone. My last iPhone was iPhone 5S.
Oh, it's funny. When I had an iPhone, it was wait, what was it? No, it wasn't a 5. It was newer than that a little bit. I had an iPhone for a little while. It was my second phone when I was still with T-Mobile and I couldn't get service in all the places we were going to for work. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I need my phone. So I got an iPhone on Verizon, and that's how I wound up switching over to Verizon.
No, I switched from I switched from AT&T and I left Apple for good when even though it made national news that the iPhone battery had a problem for that model, for the 5 and the 5S, expanding battery.
Shit. Here we
They were like, yeah, we're not going to replace it. You can buy a new phone, but we're not going to fix it. And it was like, I had the phone for like 4 months. I was
Again with the stupidity.
this bullshit here. So yeah.
But it's night and day just because it's new. The battery seems to last forever.
It does.
And it's fast as shit. And that's just coming from perspective of coming from an iPhone XR. So,
Oh God, everything's fast as shit compared to that.
yeah.
I got a calculator somewhere in my bedroom that's faster.
Right. Your controller has more processing power than your phone had.
So yeah, I'm liking it. I mean, the reason I wanted the Pro, because I think the Pro is almost, I think they're the same other than just the screen size. But yeah, I just like the smaller phone. I like just being able to slip it in my pocket. I don't need like a 10-inch screen.
You don't need mine.
Right.
Oh, yours dropped in price like huge in the last month. Your Fold, your Galaxy Fold?
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason I got this now is because the Fold was like $2,000. The one that I still have the other one.
Yeah,
But
Biggie sent us that
family-
screenshot the other day. Like, what the
Forgot.
fuck? Are you sending it from a tablet?
You know what's funny is I found out, I was asking everybody in my family, I'm like, do you guys have an auto scroll button on your TikTok? And everyone's like, no. I asked the guys at work, everyone's like, no. What the fuck? How am I the only one that has it? I'm not on TikTok that much. I was like, maybe I am. And then come to find out, I thought about it for a second. I was like, you know what? Hold on. I closed the phone. I looked at it like this and it didn't have it anymore. I'm like, oh, that's right. When you have the phone open, it's considered tablet mode. So everything recognizes it as a tablet. So I guess on tablet you can have an auto scroll button.
So ironically enough, Elgato does that as well. And it's actually based on the screen, the dimensions of your screen. Because when I set my monitors vertical, I can't go to the Elgato website. I can't go through the store or anything. I was like freaking out, and then I like close everything and I use the laptop by itself. I was thinking, I was like, this is weird. I put in 16:9 portrait mode or landscape. It works fine. And then that's what I read, that a lot of sites are forcing. They're not using the HTML, hey, this, or where you can see your operating system. Like here in Ninja, we can click that button. It tells you you're in Mozilla and you're on this iOS or this operating system. They don't use that anymore. They just go on your screen dimensions. So yeah, when you're in tablet mode, it just shows up as, oh, you're on a tablet or a screen device versus portrait, which is stupid because it shouldn't matter.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Retarded?
You know what? I'm not going to get into this stamp of war today. I'm not even going to bother with it.
Have you come across this recent debate about some WNBA players versus NBA players one-on-one?
No.
I guess, like one or two of the top WNBA players said they might be able to beat one of the worst NBA players. And I guess one of Jeff Teague, I think he's retired. He's got a podcast, Jeff Teague. I think it's called the D520 podcast. And he said the worst NBA player will wipe the floor with any WNBA player one-on-one.
I'd seen something similar to that.
I
Where like you had a bunch of people that were like, yo, I should be in the NBA. I could play. I can ball. And they're like, you couldn't beat the worst NBA player. And there's a guy, the worst ranked NBA player, has like a little podcast show where he takes on average Joe players. They're like, oh, I could beat you. You're the worst player in the NBA. He's like, I'm the worst player in the NBA.
I think Scalabrini did that.
Scalabrini
would go to like YMCAs and shit with all these trash talking dudes, and he'd be dropping like 40 in a game on them.
And they're like, I don't get it. I was like, I'm in the NBA. You didn't even make it to the NBA. So I'm even though I'm trash compared to them, I'm still better than you.
Right. Yeah, the physicality of the NBA. I mean, that's probably one of the most physical sports that you have to play just because it's nonstop.
Is Joanna Man playing? Because they may be able to hold for a little bit.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's physical sport. It is physicality. It's not 90s physicality, but it is endurance wise. And I don't think I still give props to WNBA players, but I don't think they would be able to hold up.
Basketball and the squeaky shoes drives me nuts, so I don't really watch it.
Basketball, what now?
Squeaky sneakers.
No wonder
Homeland got him. Talking about them squeaky shoes, he got nixed by NSA. And there's an interview, I think, with just the whole women versus men in general. And this comes up probably from some I don't know, like some feminist that says men and women are equal or something. And, there's a lot of equality. There's obviously things that women are better at. They would dominate. And there's things that men would dominate. But like they asked Serena Williams, like could you beat, like what would happen if you played like Andy Roddick one-on-one, in a tennis match? And she said, well, it'd probably be a 5-minute match and he'd beat me like 6-love. Because men's tennis versus women's tennis, even though like Serena's the best female tennis player.
Was.
Yeah. And to play in a men's tennis competition, she said it's basically a different sport from our perspective. The speed is different. The power is different.
It's I don't understand this. It's the difference between softball and baseball. That's why you have softball. I mean, it's two different sports, and it comes down to the physicality of it. I mean, it's shitty to say, but men and women are built differently, and the fastest serve on a tennis match, or most powerful serve is going to be maybe equivalent to a D1 player, male. Fastest serve. I mean, it's going to be. Great example is Danica Patrick.
No, it's not.
I used to support Danica Patrick.
She was never hired.
And somebody brought down the career of Danica Patrick.
Shout out to Clark on TikTok. He just mentioned
Clark?
that he was watching.
Worst
Appreciate
NASCAR career ever. Like
who? Danica Patrick? Not the worst ever. I mean,
worst ever.
Didn't she win one race?
That was.
I mean, there's a lot of NASCAR racers who have never won a race.
It was. I don't think it was a NASCAR race.
Yeah, I think it was an F. I think it was a Formula race.
That's not NASCAR.
I know, but a Formula race that's also very competitive.
But what I'm talking about is NASCAR versus Formula versus trucks. She did well in trucks. She started doing good in Formula, and a lot of people said she should have stayed in Formula racing. She would have done better.
Whoever said women can't make left turns?
To NASCAR, and she had the work. She placed. She podiumed, I think, once, and that was her best placement in her entire career. And I'm like, I used to.
Hey, where are the white women at?
For a company that sponsored her, but I was just like, oh, she's leading this car. Man, 20 years later, And she didn't do well transitioning from F1. She was using a lot of F1 techniques in NASCAR and crashing.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of people crash. I like Danica Patrick.
You like how she looked.
I mean, I thought she was.
He said looked.
I thought she was no. She still looks the same. Actually, I think she still was not looking much different. She was
ugly.
Look,
she just
man,
the fuck.
Public relations for Danica. Man, I'm giving up props for her PR team. They hit a lot.
Someone on TikTok said Danica was a DEI driver.
Oh my god. She was a DUI driver is what it should
be. She did cause a lot of crashes.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, I'll put it this way. I've met Danica twice. She's a cool chick. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool chicks that don't need to be on a racetrack.
I guess she did great in F1 and trucks, but NASCAR.
Do they have women's NASCAR?
F1.
NASCAR.
Fuck. That's what the F stood for when she was driving.
I was trying to go to TikTok. You just fucked me all the way up. But I still didn't hear no lies. No lies.
Yeah.
We do have like some tragic news from New Year's celebrations coming out of New Orleans.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
And looks like it was one of those situations where a guy drives the pickup truck through the crowd.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
Oh, yeah, very intentional.
Yeah.
You think?
And he, I guess, he had an ISIS flag in the back of his truck.
Is that what was under the gray thing?
Yeah, I think they blurred
it.
it out too. They didn't even want that to go public early on because they thought that there might be like some panic.
Really?
And then there might have been, I think there were explosives found too that they had to actually set off. I think they popped off, or like they did a controlled explosion on some of the stuff in the back of his truck, like in a cooler or something.
Oh, the demo team. There's another name for it.
Yeah, bomb squads. They have a demolition. But I personally don't like Bourbon Street. I don't like.
You told us about
Did
that.
you have?
I've never been there.
Experience?
He had.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I have ranted about this before. Like, I just think it's so. I think it's so scummy, and it's like every 10 steps you're getting approached by homeless, and it's just like you just can't enjoy yourself. And all the stuff they show on TV is just so fake. Like, that's not real. That's not really what it's like.
How long ago were you there?
It was like 5 years ago.
Clark said that guy was an Army vet.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Army. He lived in Texas.
Damn. I saw some like realty video of his where he was introducing himself. Yeah, I watched that shit. I was like, what the hell? This is weird.
But I guess his wife had a restraining order against him. Like he had outbursts and stuff.
People snap.
Anger management.
Yeah, if it only was that simple.
Yeah.
And then there was an incident. I think one person died in New York, right outside of Trump Tower. Someone exploded a Cybertruck.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, that was crazy.
So that was
share it.
That's something else.
You have to look it up.
It was, yes, there was explosives, but there was also fireworks in it. Like, you don't have those multiple colors just from TNT or any other explosive.
Yeah, they said that right away that there was fireworks in it.
Yeah.
But then they said there was like gasoline and starter fluid and some other shit.
Camping fire fluid or something.
Yeah.
If you want to do destruction like that, you should not have the back closed. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and say Anarchist Cookbook, but you should have the back open if you want to try to do an explosion that's going to do something. Battery fire is one thing, but that shit just looked like a festival that went wrong.
Yeah, maybe someone just didn't have stuff stored right.
Well, they got an $85,000 truck that whoever name it was in.
Now, what I thought was weird. Oh, go ahead, Biggie. I
was going to say, I don't know where Clark's getting it from, but he said footage shows multiple bombs/devices placed throughout Front Street.
Damn.
Yeah.
For New Orleans?
I don't know. No, I think he's talking about this.
Well, Vegas was right there at Trump Tower, so I don't think that's Front Street.
Oh yeah, so he must be talking about. Oh, he said yes. Okay. Yeah, so I guess he was talking that's. See, yeah, I heard that there was all kinds of. That's why they called it like terror act. Yeah, because of all that shit.
So one thing that I read from CNN is this. It was suspicious because the truck used in New Orleans and the Cybertruck were both rented through the same application, like the
oh shit.
But then I thought, well, what application? Hertz? It's like,
oh well, yeah.
They didn't really go into much detail. Like what applications are there? I guess for Cybertrucks, you probably need to go to like a specialty. It'd probably be like a high end rental. So maybe, I don't know, but that white pickup truck just looked like a F-150 or something.
It was, yeah, I saw that. And you're not getting a Cybertruck from Hertz.
Right.
Yeah, go to Enterprise.
I guess I was gonna say maybe Enterprise Cremo
on here.
Turo is what it probably was.
Okay.
I said turbo, but Turo.
Yeah, I've heard of that for high end. That's why, but I thought it would be weird. I mean, I would imagine they'd have some just regular cars too, just whatever you need.
They do, but most people that rent their own personal vehicles are on Turo. And I say that because Christmas just passed. I'm not going to put my family out there, but some of them brought some of those to the house.
Okay.
So I walked out front like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what am I doing wrong in life? But yeah, it's Turo.
Yep. So, yeah, I think it's just another thing. I don't know if it'll deter people from celebrating because this will be forgotten in a couple of weeks, if even that. And people are always going to celebrate. I guess until you get to a certain age, you're going to go out and drink and walk streets, Times Square, Vegas, Bourbon Street.
Walk Times Square right now, but
I was in Vegas last year for New Year's.
Why didn't you go this year?
Because I went last year.
It's like once every. You just crossed it off your bucket list. I'm done.
We had gone that one year just out of the blue. Our friends were there and they were like, "Hey, you guys should come." And we're like, "No, we can't come." And then this was a while back, like 3-4 years ago, probably. And then at last minute we left at like 11 a.m. on New Year's Eve, and we wound up going, and we spent like 2 nights there, just on a whim. I took like $1,500 in cash.
That.
Yeah. I took like $1,500 in cash and came back with that same $1,500. And I gambled a bunch. I ate a bunch, but I won gambling. So I was able to come back with the same money. It was pretty dope.
Yep. That's basically a free trip.
Yeah. And then, we used points that we had for our flight. And we got like a super discounted room because of, rewards and shit for all the hotels. Because I had been gambling a bunch the last time I was there.
What flight did you take, or what airline did you take?
We always take Southwest because it's such a quick flight.
Got to get away.
Yeah, easy.
It's funny how Southwest has now moved up in like level of acceptance from where it used to be. Now that you have shit like Frontier and Spirit below it.
Yeah,
Allegiant.
Yeah, when there's something worse, then it's gonna bump it.
Yeah, Southwest employees are like, "Oh shit, we're not the sole plane of the airlines anymore."
I mean, I think Southwest been respectable for a while because they do got clean planes and they're consistent, and you can pretty much get to a lot of kind of off the wall places directly. Like from here, I could take a direct flight to like Louisville, but on one of the big 3 or big 4, I'd have to bounce around to I'd have to go to Charlotte first or Atlanta first and then to Louisville. It's a 2.5 hour drive, but if I fly, I got to fly to Atlanta and then back to Louisville.
Right.
So like the same with Indianapolis. Like I'll just drive to Indianapolis. It's a 3-hour drive. But to fly, I'd have to connect in Chicago. So you're talking probably like 6 hours of your day in airports, plus the hour to drive there. So I prefer to drive. But
I've been noticing American Airlines. I don't know how everybody ranks like their airlines, but American Airlines has been taking the brunt of people's shit lately, how they're treating their customers and booting people off flights, giving away tickets. Literally, I've watched like 5 videos where people lose their tickets and the people hand those tickets to the other people. They're like, "All right, we're kicking you off this flight and we're giving them to these people right here." And I'm like, what the hell?
Well, American, I think, had to ground all of its planes on, I think it was Christmas Eve. They had a technical, I don't know if they've ever come clean about what actually happened, but they would not let any planes take off over like a 6-hour window.
They were technically unsound that day.
Right.
That part.
They should have called in the Tech Tuesday. We could have helped them out.
Shit.
Oh, you motherfuckers. I'll put cases on all you bitches.
If I had to rank airlines, I would probably put Delta. I would go probably Delta, American up until the other day. And then I would probably go Southwest United.
You gotta look bigger. Have you ever flown on Cathay?
Yeah. I mean that's international though, right?
Probably, but it's
Is that
still
a fancy version of Kathy?
Well, they
I don't think you can get. I don't think you can go from.
Oh damn.
See, that's what you get. Talking all that shit.
NSA got him again.
Oh shit, not good.
What did we do to Honolulu? I think we did. I don't even remember the airline, but all I remember is I lost my TSA the month before, my pre-check, and I was pissed because I didn't know.
Fuck!
And when
I had to go through all that shit.
When I got that when I printed that boarding pass and it didn't say TSA pre-check, I was like, it's not going to be a good trip. And travel was not good because at San Diego where we connected, you have to go from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1 and you have to leave security and go back in. That sucked. That's exactly what I was feeling.
Well, is it just you're basically? I don't see. All right, so the last time when I flew back to Phoenix, I thought about that. I was like, am I at the point in life where I can afford TSA pre-check? Do I fly enough?
You need to fly a couple times a year at least.
But then I was like, is this literally just buying to skip the line?
You don't skip a line because pre-check has a line now because everybody's got it.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, the pre-check line was like 10 people. The regular line
it's
was
a quick line
people.
though. You don't got to take off your shoes. You don't got to take your laptop out. I mean, when you're dealing with normal TSA and you don't got pre-check, you are wishing you had pre-check.
Oh, TSA pre?
I didn't. It didn't really matter to me.
Well, it depends on your airport. Like try going through like Hartsfield in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. That airport, you're going to be waiting for like 2 hours to get through normal TSA.
Damn.
That airport is
Jackson. Yeah.
Yep, that airport is massive. And I mean, the big airports, Phoenix is probably, because with Phoenix, you got with Terminal 4, I think you got 4 places you can go through TSA.
Yeah, you got 3 and 4 that are both about the same. Yep.
And
Selfmade on TikTok said that they heard it was a system hack that caused all those issues.
Oh shit!
He's probably right. I think that's a he.
And he also brought up a good point that Southwest bags fly free.
Bags fly free.
That is a good point. That is an excellent point, actually. Oh, we got a YouTube chat. Let's see what Sherry says. Is it true in a few months you can't fly? Yes. So you need real ID to fly. To get past TSA, you need real ID.
Which means you got to get a state valid driver's license or ID card with your current address, and then apply that to basically a ID card that you could fly. Or when you get your driver's license, because they validate your actual street address, it's considered a real ID. It's real ID validated. So like right now, I could fly with my Phoenix driver's license with an address that I haven't lived at in like 7 years.
She said, "What's not real about my driver's license?" Yeah, no shit.
It ain't got that real ID hologram on it.
Yeah. So I think it's this year or later this year, I won't be able to fly with it anymore.
So Sherry's got to take her ass down to DMV, right there next to Domino's in Mascoutah, right off I-64. And go get your real ID.
Yeah, that's the other thing you can do is just go get a separate ID card for a real ID. I really don't want to get a driver's license.
Everything's a revenue generator.
Everything's a revenue generator. If it makes cash, it makes sense.
I've been seeing a lot of.
It makes sense, actually.
Is it on Netflix? There's this movie. It's called Carry On. Did I already talk about this?
Yeah, it's pretty all right.
I was entertained by it, but there's this guy on TikTok that mocks the hell out of this movie about what would happen in the real world. In the real world, that shit would happen because you would just stand up and tell your supervisor, "Hey, I got some guy on the phone. He's threatening me.
Yeah,
he wants me to let a bag through."
Yeah,
because in real life, nobody puts up with that shit.
Right.
The one from that's with the guy from was it Gentleman?
Ozark?
No, it's the guy from Eggsy.
Oh, I know the shit. I know what you're talking about. There was two of those gentleman movies.
Yeah, the something gentleman movies.
He was like a young version of
Manners Maketh the Man. It was fucking. It had Samuel L. Jackson in the second one, I think. Was it?
Yeah, because he had the chick with the.
Oh shit.
Yep, you out.
Connection lost.
In a second, we're gonna hear.
All right, for all my local people, I've had my 2 Twisteds. Now I'm going to go to my Lucky Cola.
Self-made to Kingsman, is that it?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
that's the
that
guy
dude.
from the Kingsman.
Targan something.
I don't know. I just call him Eggsy. That's his character's name.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I like those Kingsman shows. Kinda.
Yeah,
Not enough to like commit to it, but they look cool.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, I was going to ask you last week, Tom. What's up? You have not suggested a good K-drama in a minute. Are you out of your K-drama phase, or
He's
what?
stuck on Squid Games.
Well, no, I haven't started Squid Games yet.
That's why I haven't started it. I
have not started Squid Games.
I'm caught up.
But I am watching a Mandarin show called The Tale of the Pearl Diver or something.
Hello, I need to speak to somebody who can speak Chinese.
China. What's that about?
All right. So
China.
Now with these Ching Chong shows, it's always about
Oh my god!
there's always a love triangle. There's always a love triangle. And by the way, I'm not going to say which one of my kids, but she did use the term Ching Chong the other day. I don't want to get any of my kids canceled.
Nope, do they live with you?
Yes, it's one of the ones that live with me.
You break your fight! So the fight back!
Did she know what she was talking about?
Yeah, but I do it so casually.
They're like, Dad says it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going with the youngest one.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything, but yeah, I mean, that is when I'm watching a show, I'll tell everybody, hey, be quiet because I want to hear the Ching Chong talk, even though I'm reading the subtitles.
That is.
But I got to hear them. I got to hear the inflections, and I got to hear the emotion in the voice.
And I
don't do the English dubbing.
It's a Netflix show you're watching, or do you watch these on other platforms?
No, it's all Netflix.
Netflix.
The only one I watched not on Netflix was that one you told me to watch about the guy who jumped off the building. That one was really good.
Oh, Death Game?
Yeah.
So
that movie was that show was good.
That's a good show.
I don't think I ever watched it.
That show was crazy.
I've never heard of it.
I'm going to recommend that show.
Because Netflix has it as because you watch this and it had Squid Games on there. I was like, oh, I wonder if any of my other shows that I watched before that, there was Death Game and like 2 others. One's almost like a Hunger Games scenario. I was trying to see if any of those came out with a season 2 yet, but apparently they don't, or they haven't. So I was like, fuck. I was like, I should watch Death Game again because that was a good ass fucking show.
Yeah, that show. The craziest part was when he went into the baby. That was just funny. It didn't last too long, but that shit was funny. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm a baby."
That was like the funniest, but the most fucked up one.
He's like, "I'm a baby."
Because of how he moves on to the next life.
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, dude."
That is fucked up. Hold on, let me do a screen share. Why is it saying I'm in standby on Ninja?
Oh, mine says on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine says on air as well.
Oh shit, I'm in the wrong. I gotta change my slide real quick.
I almost hit up a new liquor store the other day.
Oh, look at you.
I
said almost.
Yeah, almost. I didn't do it though. I think I was just too many unknown variables just hanging out in front of the front door. I was like, I don't feel like dealing with this shit. It's kind of like Tom on Bourbon Street. That's how it is here in certain shops. And it's like, you got to deal with all this shit. And like, nah, I ain't got you, man. Can't call it. I was like, I don't feel like dealing with none of this shit. Like, so I was like, I'll go somewhere else. Go to Safeway. Go to Fry's.
Oh, a couple before we jump into the brain stuff. Just some quick news. Mr. Beast is engaged.
To a Tesla robot?
No, it's it's a mid-looking girl. Oh, what do you got there? Twisted peach?
The amount that I care.
Raspberry.
Oh, raspberry. Look at you. Getting all healthy.
It was a variety pack.
Mr. Beast engaged, cute little girl. Better sign that prenup though. And there is this fiasco going on with the lottery winner in California. Have you heard about this? There are 2 winning tickets for like the $1.2 billion something jackpot that just happened.
Jesus Christ.
And here's what's crazy. They were both sold from the same store.
What the fuck?
But 2 different people are claiming the tickets. You know, it's like, so one dude has a winning ticket and another guy's got a winning ticket. But one of the guys says that he lost one of the tickets. They're both his.
Of course.
It's fucked up. I don't know what they're going to do about that. And he's really got no proof of it. I guess he paid cash.
Nothing. There ain't nothing you can do about that. If you got 2 winning, okay, if you go into a lottery store and buy a lottery ticket and you say, hey, my favorite player is LeBron, I'm going to pick 23 and this, and the third. And I'm like, hey, that's a cool strategy. And I go in 5 minutes later and do the same thing and we both win. You both win. Hey, there's no, oh my God about it.
It's just, think about the odds of that though. The odds of that happening at the same gas station for the same lottery drawing that happens to be 1.2 billion.
Not surprising.
Not surprising. No,
dude, I'm all right. So
you just
so here's the thing. So here, let me put this in perspective. No, I just told you I didn't go to that liquor store because of that reason. The name of the liquor store was Liquor and Lotto. That's what it's called. Motherfuckers just sit there all day and just talk shit. So it is not surprising that some motherfuckers did some stupid shit like this and just said, fuck it, I'm going to play that motherfucker's tickets.
So you're saying you're not surprised that 2 lottery tickets from the same gas station happened to hit the $1.2 billion jackpot?
Not if they're the pick ones where you got to manually pick your numbers. Dude,
he's obviously autistic or something. I feel sorry for him.
Dude, I don't.
I appreciate the drama you're creating.
I'm sorry, dude. But
and I hope our listeners do. And by the way, if you're on TikTok, go over to technicallyunsound.com and hit that button right underneath the screen. You know what it does.
You know what it did.
I think it's more surprising that the lottery ticket was sold here and that it won here. I am not surprised that motherfuckers played the same goddamn.
You're putting some deep belly into that here. I guess the past few big winners have been California, so that's another thing they're looking into. Like, why the fuck are all the winners coming from California lately?
Because it's hopeless here. There's a lot, and I'm not trying to be funny. There's a lot of people that are just like,
it's so hopeless. Let's go buy a lottery ticket.
So my aunt's church group and her assisted facility living group take pools, and they pull their money together and go buy a group of lottery tickets. They normally do the, hey, just pick, buy $20 on random tickets. We'll see if we win something, But then at the same time, her church group, they be talking shit about motherfuckers. And they literally I've heard them say, well, I'm going to play her numbers and see what hits. And if she hits, she thinks she all that. And they are so spiteful. They do that kind of shit. Like, oh, well, she always picks these numbers for this reason. I'm going to play it because she won $2 the last time. This time, she ain't going to win that $2 playing them same damn numbers again. They do shit like that. So that's what I said. It is.
Speaking of spiteful people, did you hear about this guy in New York that pushed someone in front of a train?
Oh. Did he get arrested for murder?
Yeah, he did get arrested. Murder? The guy survived because he happened to just land on the tracks and just flattened out. I mean, he got injured, I guess, but he survived. The train just ran over him, and he just kept himself in between the tracks, just like that shit you would see in the movies.
As a skinny
like
ass
some
dude.
James Bond shit. But this is why I'm paranoid like that. And it's not like I'm on the subway very often or riding trains, but I got my back to the wall in places like that. I don't trust people. If there's too many strangers around, I ain't the type of, I'm not the type of person that's like peeking over the edge of the ledge to see if the train's coming. I got my back to the wall. I like those airport trains where like you just can't get up to the tracks.
Yeah, the windows are all closing up.
Everything's closed in. The only opening is when the train comes. Then you get a door that opens.
I've often wondered why they have not retrofitted places to be like that to prevent people from falling and throwing shit on the tracks.
They need to, because I feel like we're hearing about this all the time now. Yeah. People jumping out in the tracks and weird shit like that.
I mean, I suppose it would cost some money to do. I mean,
it's free.
But I guess at a place, where that is a very common mass transit. Yeah, you would think you would do that. I mean, it's a safety issue. I mean, shit.
That's that shit I don't like. You know how long I've been waiting for this?
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, he was laying them buttery nuts all up in my mama, and I shot out there and I said, "What's up, Doc?"
I definitely think it should be something that should be done. But then I also think there's a lot of these systems that could be updated or replaced to a more modern version.
All right, well, let's get into this. Let's rank things.
It ain't gonna matter. I ain't gonna be there for it, so.
Let me close up my episode notes, as I like to call it.
Get the smelling salts going.
Oh, yeah, get your salts going. Here we go.
Octane.
Rank the monkey.
I already feel this is racist.
Donkey Kong.
I can't see.
Think about all the popular monkeys. It ain't racist. I'm just gonna bring up popular monkeys.
Settle down, Beavis.
I'm gonna go 3.
3, all right. You must have some other monkeys in mind.
See, it's the way you say monkey.
How
like a redneck.
I got no other way to say monkey. Monkey. Hey, monkey.
Monkey. You got a little redneck way of saying monkey about
monkey. You. Am I holding that O too long? What's the problem?
Monkey.
Is the wrong emphasis getting you?
Emphasis.
Wait, what did Big E say? What did Big E say? 3?
Nothing. He can't breathe. You
guys, go 3. No, go 2. Go 2.
I can't think of a better monkey than Donkey Kong.
I know, but there might be something else.
Curious George.
What the fuck?
He's a monkey.
No, I'll put Curious George at 3. He was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
Yeah, see?
Say it. See, I need Infinity to be
Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe? What the fuck?
He was a gorilla.
Still Monkey Joe.
Gorilla. Gorilla.
I'll go 5. I don't even know who that is.
You didn't watch that movie?
I don't think so.
I think it's called Mighty Joe Young. I was about to say, what movie?
Oh no! Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience.
Monkey. All right.
Why y'all being bad out there?
We don't have Joey to do Infinity, so
Yeah.
King Kong. There you go.
Okay.
1-2.
You think there's going to be something better than King Kong?
Yeah, I'll put King Kong in one.
I think there is. But I don't know. It depends on if the Ching Chong in you comes out.
Boots.
From Dora.
No.
I was talking the whole time.
No, you were out. You were gone.
No,
I was looking at you. I'm in the video.
No. Oh. Sorry.
I was like, damn,
oh shit, we could not hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah. We hear you.
Boots from Dora.
Oh, fucking shit. All right, give me Boots 1.
Okay.
Give me Curious George 2.
Oh, look at you.
Mighty Joe Young 5. King Kong 4. Hey, what am I missing? Oh, donkey fucking bullshit. Give me that 3.
Donkey Kong.
Well,
Sherry
that's
said,
your "Where's the white woman at?" button.
Oh yeah. Sherry said
the whole city over a white woman.
King Kong, Donkey Kong, Curious George, Mighty Joe Young, and who the hell is Boots?
From Dora the Explorer.
Well, I was on there.
Swiper.
So right now, my entire studio is running off the Wi-Fi from my phone because I'm sick of this bullshit.
Oh yeah. Good call.
I don't know how long it's gonna last, but my phone might burst into flames. So fuck it.
No, I do mine off my phone sometimes when I'm out of town, so it should be all right.
Fuck is a sucky
Your whole
stick?
studio though.
Rank the sucky situation. Now the plane crash is a survivable plane crash. Like you would be that person in the back of the plane for that recent crash.
Guess his didn't work. Lose your job, plane crash, Black Widow bite, shot in the arm, you getting herpes. Oh man. These are tough.
They all suck.
I'm gonna put lose your job as the number 1 for me.
No shit. Damn. Oh damn! I didn't do it right. Something's wrong. Bear attack. Hold on. This is a clerical error. I'm gonna have to fire my assistant. Should be lose.
Wait. Hold on. Move the card to see if you have bear attack underneath that.
It will be.
If that was all right. So was bear attack supposed to be the actual one or lose your job?
It's lose your job.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to do bear attack and Black Widow bite because that's too much like nature shit.
I mean, nature's what's trying to kill you all the time.
Oh, there's Joey. What up? Happy New Year, Joey.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, we hear Infinity.
Unfortunately, one of these hits way too close to home for Joey. How much does it suck? He just said same. We can hear you.
All right.
Is Magic's run through the 5 real quick.
Shot in the arm.
That's number 2.
Is that a through and through?
Yeah, I mean, none of these are fatal.
Yeah, but there's a difference on a through and through or a bone hit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, let's say it's a through and through then.
All right. We'll put shot in the arm at 4.
All right. It's a flesh wound.
Plane crash 2.
All right.
What the?
I would say getting the herpes.
I guess for you it would be again.
I knew he was holding on to that one for a while to use for somebody. And then Black Widow bite at 5. Because I think I've been bit by a Black Widow and I don't really remember it hurting.
I have. Okay. I'm putting that in.
All right, Infinity. Oh, did we lose him? Oh, no, he's
my
here.
phone turns off again. Again? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
we
good.
got you.
I think you're good. You'll probably be good on your phone.
But yeah, but it kept turning off because it's overheating trying to run this whole fucking. All right, lose your job. Let's put that at 4. Black Widow at 1 because I lost work from that shit because my foot was so damn swole.
Damn.
Shot in the arm, that ain't shit. Put that at 5. Herps, that's repeatedly, so we'll get that at 3.
They got creams for that.
Yeah, not all of them. All right, that works. I don't like none of it, but since that's the categories we got.
Big E's got a spouse, so he's got to take that into consideration.
Well, hey.
Joey said they got pills for it for sure. I'll go with. Damn, he's just another dimension.
Depends on which simplex.
I will go plane crash 1 because I don't like that. Lose your job 2. Black Widow bite, I guess.
You ever have one?
No. Those 2, just put them in order, I guess. I'm on board with the fact that they have medication now, so it's probably okay.
It doesn't cure it though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Tommy, what you got?
I would probably put lose job last.
See, that's how you know you got money. You don't give a fuck.
Right. I rate that shit based on all these other things I'm getting FMLA from. So if I ain't got the job, I ain't got none of that shit.
Black Widow bite. I'm gonna have to agree with Infinity on this one.
It fucked me up for a minute.
I feel like getting herpes. I know there's medication, but there's also some repercussions you got to deal with.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And then these 2, I don't know if there's no control of these 2. Like if you get shot in the arm, you're probably in a situation that you're just screwed. Like you're probably getting robbed or, and that's probably
never say never.
Getting shot in the arm is probably a better outcome than something else getting hit.
Joey just pretty much said your exact same lineup.
Okay.
Sherry says plane crash, herpes, shot in the arm, job, and then Black Widow bite.
Oh, okay. Well, she's not afraid of them Black Widows. That's these country girls. These country girls ain't afraid of these Black Widows.
Shit. Let it sting him on the old clit.
Respect.
See what happens.
How the fuck did that even happen? Like, I ain't gonna let a Black Widow get that far.
It's the same way them ants hit you in the nuts, asshole.
All right, hit the salts again.
She said, "I am a Black Widow."
Oh shit! I need to log in. Like, what does she look like?
All right, hit them salts. Here we go.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I saw E on Sunday.
Riddle: what has a head, a tail, is brown, and has no legs?
My ex.
And we're starting off with like grade school stuff here.
She is. She should be in grade school. My ex.
Poop.
A snake?
Let me give you a clue.
A worm?
It has very little value. And it can be flipped. It can be flipped.
A
penny.
There you go.
Oh, what the? I wasn't thinking that small.
Joey got it right after.
Joey got it.
I keep hearing it too. I'm like, fuck. I usually got my other shit on.
What? Okay, this one right here is I probably should have made this last. This is a tough one. What 8-letter word continues making words After taking letters away, even down to a single letter, it still makes a word. All right, here it is. I'm just going to give it because this one is almost, I would have never got this. It's the word starting. So you take out the T in the middle there and you get staring. Then you take out the A, you get string.
What in the whole fuck?
Then you take out the R, you get sting. You take out the T, you get sing. You take out the G, you get sin. Take out the S, you get in. You take out the N, you got I. That's pretty crazy that one word can spawn all those words. I lost count.
Sure. Yeah, that part. That part right there. Sure.
Yeah.
That's just one of those. Ooh. David's father has 3 sons, Snap, Crackle, and
David.
Magic's must have hit the smelling salt.
What the fuck? How
Oh, I just read it.
Motherfucker, just read it. Goddamn.
Oh my God.
It gets you, though. Gets you. Got me. Name 3 consecutive days without using the words Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. This is another grade school one.
Yesterday,
Monday,
today,
Wednesday,
and tomorrow.
Friday.
What?
Big, yeah.
You know what? As soon as he said that, I was like, shit.
Oh, Joey got it too.
Joey got it too, yep.
And we got to give Joey credit and Sherry because they're getting these within like the 30-second.
Yeah.
I don't know what the latency is today, but.
I know what it was on fucking Sunday when I was at work.
What does Christmas come? Oh, where does Christmas come before Thanksgiving?
What?
Where does Christmas come before Thanksgiving?
I can read it. I'm just, huh?
What up, chat? Oh, Sherry.
Sherry got it in the dictionary.
How the fuck? I didn't either. I was like,
the last one. Oh, trivia. What's the theme? I got a very technically oriented theme, and we all should be on a level playing field. Magic's might have a little advantage because I know he did tech support.
He always has the advantage. He knows everything.
That's true.
I won't answer.
Which version? Okay, so all of these questions are going to be comparing different versions of Windows.
Oh, here it comes.
Which version introduced a graphical interface with cooperative multitasking?
95.
Oh, shit. What am I clicking on?
I said
Joey said 95 as well.
Let me page down.
Yeah, I see him now.
It's Windows 3.1.
You could actually multitask on that?
Multitasking with
I remember it was on like 12 disks.
I mean, I'm guessing it would be slow multitasking.
Oh, it ain't like what we do now.
Where you could have calculator open and then you could have like
and you got
like notepad open at the same time. Yeah, I guess if you compare it to something like MS-DOS, where you could just do like one function.
C:\/ blah blah blah.
Right. What operating system first allowed long file names beyond 8 characters?
I'm gonna say A, but I could be wrong. Actually, no.
I'll say C.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
I'm just guessing.
Windows 95.
I got a button for you, E.
What the fuck?
Windows 95. Lucifer with the 95.
Yeah, he said 16 cores. I'm like, yeah, shit. I'm on 16 cores, but my
Which
brain
system introduced the taskbar for managing active applications?
See, I didn't start paying attention to details on computers until kind of recently. Because I didn't give a fuck before.
I think it's B, but
everything's B again.
It's B. Are we back to
let it
all
be.
B's?
Let it be. I'm on real time now.
Son of
I'm
a
not trying to
B.
fucking text.
Which version first supported USB?
E.
Oh, that was C.
Oh, 98.
98?
Where's that what the fuck button?
Oh, right
Now,
here.
98 was pretty powerful. Like 98 was sort of a game changer. I mean, Windows 3.1 was obviously a game changer from DOS. But I think
Everything's a game
98
changer from
was
DOS.
like the first good
98
one.
was a huge game changer.
Yeah, 98 was like where it was like a good one. I think when we were at MCI, we used 98 from like 1999 all the way through to like when I left in 2003. We were using 98
I never worked there, but yeah.
because it was just, I mean, it was pretty solid.
But USB was game.
No, because are you talking about in the office or just in your personal life?
In the office, because
In
we
the
were
office
just
we
doing,
used 98.
Yeah,
Because I remember we were trading XP versions to get a good one and the latest updated version of XP. Because I remember running, because I remember we were trying to do dual booting with XP and certain ones while we played with XP. But yeah, 98, I remember supporting USB natively.
Ooh, who started
like,
safe
ooh.
mode?
7.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll go with C.
I'm going with B. Actually,
Windows
I'm probably
98.
I was like,
Big E on the board.
I guessed correctly.
Which operating system featured a start menu? Where did the start menu come in?
B.
Dun, dun,
B,
dun. Eh.
What's
Again
Magic
with
saying?
the stupidity.
I'm not saying anything.
But you're the smart one.
He knows all of it, so he's not saying shit.
I told you that. You said I know all this shit, so
Windows 7. I honestly don't even remember XP in 95.
How about you just play the game? Let's go.
What system
Hey,
introduced Internet Explorer?
Go back to that because that
Shut up.
wasn't right. Because it literally said,
Oh, never mind. Don't play. You're not allowed to play anymore.
No, which one? Which introduced the start menu?
Yeah, but look at the answer that it gave you.
Yeah, I'm going with C.
Windows 7 integrated a search bar. Oh, the start menu search bar. Well, it was Windows 7.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, but you're just talking about the start menu in general because I didn't read the
because
whole
when you were reading,
I
you're
didn't
like,
read
which
the whole
one featured
question.
a start menu? I was like, wait a minute.
That's my bad.
And I didn't even read all
I'm
that. I
not.
was like,
I'm
wait a
no
minute,
Alex
start bar.
Trebek. I'll give you that.
All right. R.I.P. Chuck Woolery.
2 and 2. Which system first included Internet Explorer as a built-in feature? Question mark.
Ooh, IE? C or B? Shit.
Lou Cipher says 95.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, in the plus pack. Now I remember the plus pack.
Yep.
That was a
It,
whole
it was a whole.
nother
It was a whole second CD. Yeah.
It was a whole second CD, or if you still had it on floppies, it was another 8 floppies.
Yeah. We got a Windows 2000 choice. Which version introduced plug and play for hardware installation?
Shit. I'm gonna go with C, but I could be wrong. No,
Joey says
C
B.
was an adaptation. It's not C.
Windows 95.
Yep. Because
So
C
everything's
tried to
Windows
be a
95. Oh,
plug-in.
now they don't have it.
What version added the show
B.
desktop button to minimize all windows? Show desktop.
with B.
I don't remember the answer. If I had to guess, I would probably say C. But let's see. Oh,
That's
okay. Big E's right. Damn.
So was Cipher.
He said A.
He flip flopped.
Oh. Yep.
His first instinct. Joey, first instinct. Always stick with it.
Literally.
Operating system introduced native support for DVD playback.
A.
Oh. I'm I don't think so.
Damn.
I'm just guessing.
I don't remember XP allowing that.
Because it was a plug-in back then.
I remember always having to download software to do that.
That's what I'm saying. It was a plug-in.
Like it wasn't native.
Press a button.
But I guess, they're saying XP. All right.
XP was
it's on the version of XP you purchased.
Did it come with like that Weezer DVD or something?
No, if you bought the pro version of XP, then it came with the added pack. If you didn't have that, you had to buy the
Which one did you buy?
Nerd alert!
You ain't buy shit.
Here it comes.
XP Professional.
System Restore.
Yeah, XP was amazing, Joey.
I want to say C.
Oh, System Restore.
Wait, where is it? How come there's no
A.
Windows ME questions in here?
Because it was crap.
Windows ME was so unpopular. I don't think it came in pre-installed on anything you ever bought.
You had most people uninstalled it.
They went back. They're like, I'll go back to XP or I'll go back to 98.
I did think about.
I'm saying A.
I'm saying C.
XP.
Oh,
System
goddamn.
Restore.
I knew it wasn't 98, but whatever.
What version first supported wireless networking?
Oh, shit. I'm going to say B.
Yeah, I think Windows 98 was the one.
I don't get
shit. Windows XP. Built in. Oh, with
XP
Windows 98, I think you needed drivers.
Well, they automatically downloaded for 2 days.
It would download it.
You had to leave your fucking dial-up on.
Fast user switching. I remember this.
Oh, shit. I remember that, but I don't remember which. I'm going to say C.
Fast user switching. Give Joey a second.
He says XP.
Oh, no, he's saying XP.
Yeah, he does say XP.
And he's right. Joey
He
on
said
the
it-
board.
He said he said XP was amazing, so he probably knows everything about XP, which means he's probably going to be right every time he says XP.
He's probably our age, too.
Oh yeah, he used to be on the podcast.
Which version introduced ClearType technology? I don't know anything about that.
I remember that. Older? How old are you?
Old.
He's not older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, shit.
He been through the ringer.
I know you had Moses on here, my bad.
I mean, wasn't he in the club, Magics?
Yes.
Was he? Who was he?
Bootleg.
That was him?
Yes. You were in the club?
I don't know Lou Cipher from who, you know what I'm saying? People can have a different name every day.
That's his code name.
Yeah.
XP, whatever ClearType is XP. Never heard of it.
Just improve readability. Yeah. You know, the last two questions were all features that started out in ME.
And that also
I believe they started out in ME.
Apple thing.
They brought the cool things over, and they left all the other shit.
Pinned applications.
When they rounded off the corners and shit.
I really like pinned applications. I'm gonna guess Windows 7, but I don't know.
I'm not guessing shit. Not on this one.
I'll say C.
Oh, it's because pinned applications is really like. I like pinned applications. Yeah. Which version included a Hibernate? I'm not sure if I liked Hibernate.
It started. Well, they all have it now.
Fucking hated hibernation.
It's still there.
Right. They just call it sleep
shitty.
now.
Yeah, it's the same
So
shit.
one of the biggest things is
neck.
when your computer would go to sleep and it wouldn't wake up. That was the problem.
Because they would freeze.
He had those T-mill computers.
E-machines.
Windows 98.
That with the
It says A.
Joey was right.
Dell.
Gadgets for desktop customization.
Ooh, hey,
now
look
I
at that.
know
Got
Windows
Vista in
7
there.
does it, but I don't know if anything older. Is this the first one showing Windows Vista?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Is there like
Vista,
7,500 questions on this?
No, it's almost done.
Yep,
I meant to
that's also one
start
of
the
features
questions
they brought for
earlier.
ME.
They called it
Windows 7.
widgets.
Yeah, widgets. Which operating libraries, files across
Did you have a stroke?
locations.
Roaming profile.
I just did.
Ching chong.
Oh my
Windows 7. All right, is that the last one? Hold on.
Nope.
Is that the last one?
What are you doing?
Holy
What the hell?
shit.
Why-
Oh, come on,
Holy
man.
There's too many.
Fuck, man.
That is a lot.
Which system first offered parental
You
controls?
just skipped all. You might as well have just stopped and just picked it up next week. I like those other.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass
I have I have a
Kiss
whole nother
my
batch.
ass.
You know why? I have
gotta
two
be
sets of trivia because
Long ass sample.
I thought there might have been a chance
Just
to go on last night. So I created a whole nother set of trivia.
Oh.
So that's just I'm ahead for
That's
next
funny.
week.
I thought you were gonna pop up last night.
Windows XP parental. Yeah, I thought about it, but I was watching this show Pearl Diver, and I was like, yeah, this is good. Damn, we're still going enhanced arrow with
You made this
transparency.
shit? What do you mean we're still going?
Windows 7. Oh, here we go. Because I wanted to get to this one where we're going to play this guessing game of popular New Year's resolutions and how
Lose
often,
weight.
like, what is the percentage of success?
Gym membership.
New Year's resolution,
But that's what I said.
exercise more. So
75 per. Oh.
what's the success
all right.
rate? How many people actually commit to it longer than a certain amount of-
35%.
25%.
And for the people that
13.
give up, what's the average time they give up?
2 weeks.
I say 13%. They
Next
usually
Friday,
quit
they give up.
After 30
Tomorrow.
days.
I'll say 35% and 7 days.
I'm gonna say 25% next Friday. Whatever. See, look at that.
21%, and the average days before quitting is 36 days.
Next Friday is called like Quit Friday or some shit.
All right, what's the next resolution? Eat healthier. This shit, you know this shit ain't succeeding.
I'm going to go 23% and 8
I'm going
days.
10.
8 days.
I'm going 10% and 14 days.
15%, and the average quit time is 19 days before they're just like, just give me that damn lasagna. Lose weight. I guess these are all kind of related.
Yeah, I don't know about
But
that.
lose weight, you know that's going to be a low
they go
number.
together.
You know that's going to be very low.
9% and 17 days.
No, they actually commit to it for a while, but no one succeeds.
Damn.
8%. Fuck.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Save money.
In this economy, negative 1%.
17% and 55
Less than that.
days.
No, actually, and I don't know if by saving money they're talking about like starting a savings account or whatever, but they say 24%, but the quitters give up after a couple months. Oh, Joey was almost right there.
On part of it.
Getting organized. I don't know. That's never been on my list.
That's too. I mean, people got spring cleaning and fall cleaning, so I don't know.
Yeah. 12%. And the quitters are quitting at 49 days. Ooh, this next one's good.
3 months.
Learn a new
You gotta
skill.
slow down too for the.
For the chat.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Learn a new skill or hobby. What are people doing here?
I'm gonna say 15 days before quitting. I'm gonna say 60.
I'm
3 months.
surprised that people don't stick to this one.
Well, people they put their expectations too far out there.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go
true.
with 13% and 60 days.
19%, and the average quit is at 24
1
days.
month?
They don't even make it a month.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought it'd be further than that.
Yeah, because I don't know. You just think like learning a new skill or hobby is just improving your situation. But
some fucking pussies out there, apparently.
Here's a popular one. Quit smoking. You know this one's going to be low.
That's horrible. Success rate? 5, maybe.
Yeah, 10. I was going to say 3%. And average days before quitting.
But you got Magic's in there. Magic's in the mix. He's succeeded.
Oh, average days before quitting the resolution?
Yeah, before you give up.
I would give that one 21 days.
Nope.
Oh.
No, they try, but only 7% succeed. Almost 2 months of trying.
Just thinking about it.
Newports, isn't that what you
Joey getting into deets. Travel. Oh, spend. Oh, I read ahead. Spend more time with family and friends. Now this one should be easy.
It should, but family is not what it used to be either.
15 days.
What?
30%.
Self-made says 3 and 15 days.
For family?
Yeah.
No.
All right, the next one was travel more.
Hey, what'd you say, Lou? Joey? I told him to slow down.
I know with these, I got like another 10. New Year's resolution, travel more.
11%.
I can't say when you quit though, because you got a whole year.
Yeah, it's 20.
I want to travel more.
25 days.
I mean, some people just give up on that dream though. They're just like, it ain't gonna happen.
You put a quitting. You got 364 more days. Like, how do you?
That's true.
I don't know.
People just give up on that travel more after 44 days. They just decide we're not going to do it.
So a month and a half, they're just like, yeah, we're good. They just give up.
Yeah, I mean, like, can't you just say I'm going to take a trip in July, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to take a trip in October.
And depending on where you live and where you want to go. I think
it's the financial obligations that hits people.
Yeah, that could be.
And say, I'm going to take a trip in May, and then all of a sudden,
February?
40 days after they get in, oh shit, I got to replace the engine in my car. Well, there goes my Vegas trip money.
My car on fire.
His car might get attacked by a groundhog.
Joey, where you at?
Down the street from Tom.
Oh, he's oh damn.
He's down I-64.
I don't know that route either.
I-64 is a street.
Indiana? How far from Cincinnati?
He's not far from Cincinnati, maybe 2.5.
Because I need to fly out there and see my mom, so shit.
Read more.
New Year's resolutions.
Who's trying to read more?
3 to 4 hours, okay. Read more. 6. That's so biased.
You would think that this can be successful. Like, if you want to read more, why not just read more?
Hey, where are the white women at?
I.e.
30% success of reading more. I guess that's a good rate. That's probably the highest one we've had so far.
Yeah, but the quitting sucks. Like, you can't read a book in a month.
Or you just give up on reading. I don't know.
Wow.
Like, if you want to, like, if you make a resolution, it just shows that you're not serious about your resolutions.
Whack Arnold's.
It's like you make a resolution. Yeah.
Pretty
Manage
much.
Stress. This can't be successful.
I can't even. I'm still trying to manage stress.
10%.
That's my thought. You said
it's
10%?
Actually, 22%. But you give up.
GPT still?
This is no, this was off like GQ or something.
Smoke weed every day.
40% in 40 days is what self-made has. I mean, you're close on the days.
Yeah, why aren't you answering anything?
Who?
Oh, because he posts the answer before I can actually answer anything.
Oh, because you're looking it up.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at the TikTok on my phone.
To rip your nuts off.
All right. Get more sleep. This one to me is impossible.
Success? Probably about 10.
Like my sleep is my sleep.
I don't know about quitting because I didn't quit. I just don't get any more sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 10%.
You know what I should have added? I don't know if that statistic was there, but how many people make these their resolutions? Like, I would be curious to know, like, was it 10 million people? You know? Because
I think people do it all the time. I just don't think it works out.
Yeah. Do people just say, I'm just going to have all these resolutions?
Well, you're dumb if you just have like 20 resolutions and you think you're going to make them all because the day changed.
Yeah.
Self-Made's has 8% and quits after 10 days.
8?
Yep.
Get more sleep, 24 at 32.
So after a month,
it kind of goes along with the stress.
Yeah.
I said 0.09. Oh
Your success rate goes up if you do 20 resolutions over one.
It's a figures game.
Volunteer. Who's going out to volunteer? Like Soup Line or something? I don't know.
I'm volunteering next month. I'm DJing a party for 2 hours. I'm not getting paid for it. That's volunteer work.
What?
It's for the children.
Yeah.
He needs some milk.
23% say they're going to volunteer. Or no, 23% actually volunteer.
That's all the Lifetime movie watchers cipher. He says everyone that loves Christmas movies thinks about volunteering.
Oh, I see it. I put them side by side now.
You know this. You know, no one's succeeding at this one.
Well, it depends on the age. It's not that hard. I don't even like picking my phone up anymore, but you know.
Yeah, but define what is screen time. Is it just your phone and tablet, or does it include your TV as well?
That's a good question. Because
how about your computer?
Computer, I would say computer, phone, tablet.
That ain't gonna work.
See, I wouldn't count TV. Even though they probably include it here. 12%. Reduce it.
I think screen time is anything that has a screen that draws your attention away from everyday life.
I think you're right. I would agree with that definition. Improve your work-life balance. I mean, I think I've been successful at this one.
21%.
I'm going 15, and when is Martin Luther King Day? That's when it quits. Because people forgot to take that day off of work.
So like 23 days or something? No.
Right.
30.
Oh, no. 19% succeed at it. And the quitters quit at 51. Yeah, Joey was close. He was in the ball. He was in the field, the playing field. Be more positive. Now this one should be easy.
1% until that next day of New Year's Day. Hitting that high wave
until you look at your screen.
Right.
Until you go to work. Let's see.
18 and point half a day.
Right.
20%.
In 43 days.
I still think if you make it a resolution, you should try to achieve it. But I guess that's the challenge.
It's definitely a challenge.
Be more productive.
Oh, shit. Success rate? 10.
That's not far off.
Joey's asking where are these stats coming from.
I'm gonna post it, but I got it off some website because I got it off of. I stole it from another podcast. They talked about it. You know, we go on twice a week. They only go on once a week, so they don't have to do as much.
Less research.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of the stats about research and reading and shit?
Takes a couple hours to put all this together. Be more productive. 18% succeed. Quitters at 47 days. Ooh, this next one will be tough for some people. Big E's not going to succeed. Drink less alcohol.
Wait, what?
I said Big E's not succeeding at this one.
I'm sorry, I was busy drinking my drink.
I'm at nice right now.
Damn.
All right,
what?
look at Joey with the 24-year coin.
Oh shit!
Keep up the good work there.
Yeah,
10%, and the quitters are quitting at the end of January.
They just do dry January.
Yep.
This next one is kind of cheesy. Practice gratitude. What is that? Just give him more high fives and stuff?
Are you tipping your carryout order?
Hell no.
How do you even judge that?
Yeah, this one's weird.
Like, if you say thank you, is that gratitude? Like,
yeah, I guess just being more thankful for things, but I don't know. You either do that or you don't.
I mean, I'm gonna say thanks as soon as we get off here.
And then the last one. Take up meditation.
Oh, that one's going to be like 40%. Oh, I'm sorry, not 40%, but
I was like 40?
No, like
40%.
I forgot its success rate.
7 and 65 days.
14%.
That's because they're meditating to make up for the alcohol in dry January.
And be less angry.
I mean, at what age do you just say resolutions? I think it might have been Infinity that said earlier, you either are going to do these or not, and you're going to do it anytime. Like on September 13th, if you decide I'm going to be more whatever positive, then you just do it on September 13th. From that day forward, you don't wait till.
But I agree.
Yeah, you don't wait until January 1st.
I mean, you could do it tomorrow.
September 18th, 2019.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to be a dick until January 1st, then I'm going to be more positive.
Right. I'm going to get my gym membership and I'm going to go for 2 weeks because I haven't gone for the rest of the fucking 50 weeks of the year. Either you're going to do it or you're not.
Yeah, so.
Holy shit.
If you got goals, cool. But
I think New Year's resolutions are a scam.
What? A scam? What, does it cost you money?
No, I just mean it's just like a mental, a personal scam to yourself. Like you're lying to yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's easy to go along with the crowd, right? It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do such and such because it's a new year. New year, new me.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so.
And at the same time, you're still doing the same shit.
How do I switch screens?
I'm going to be less of an asshole because it's New Year. Some of it is marketing, but some of it is just mental.
Well, I don't know what happened to Cremo, but he was a no-show.
Was he supposed
to be on?
Yeah, he mentioned he was going to be on.
He said he was coming on.
He was going to perform his new
last night.
hit, his AI hit.
Yeah, remember he shared that song with us last night.
No, North.
I didn't even know you were on last week.
Country Inn.
Yeah, what the hell? I missed all that, apparently.
That's what I'm saying, too. I'm like, what's fuck?
He said, I'll try to jump
on. Like some interpersonal, like, yeah, I'm going to not show up? Like, what happened?
An instant message chat or the podcast.
Who?
Yeah, because I built a couple scenes just in case he joined. So I'll save them. for next
News
time.
to us, I guess. Maybe I missed
We need to get Lou on here one of these days. Make a comeback. One of the OG crews.
You could put him on right now.
But the thing is, I got to build scenes. You can't just join. It's like, I got to build scenes for it.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying for him to hop in right now. I'm just talking about, hey, it would be cool to have Joey hop on the show,
Magic to build a scene right now.
Yeah, no, I couldn't build a scene for Tom's.
You could build a scene in your square.
Oh, for you.
My scenes
he can't even fit himself in his square.
Yeah, because this is my lean back scene.
And that's the same mic position too.
And this is exactly why I built this scene. The lean back.
Yeah, about that.
Who's working tomorrow? Because I am. It is a normal work day for me.
Unfortunately.
Joey, what are you talking about running? What are you talking about? Bikes? Are you talking about the video? What are you talking about? I know there's a delay, but what are you talking about running?
Oh.
Stream?
Okay.
Who is Sherry?
She's working.
There's so many ways that conversation could go.
That's fucked up.
But Joey, for the stream, it's Video Ninja.
Yeah, we're still using Ninja
and OBS Studio. Yeah, we're using Ninja right now.
Yeah, we tried. I know we tried a few things. We were trying like Skype for a while. I think it actually worked for a while, but it was there was some latency starting to happen when the scenes got a little crazy. So
yeah, we're in Ninja right now. All of us have it. I mean, I probably know you, but I don't. I'm just speaking because nobody else is.
I was looking at my stats. No drop frames tonight.
Oh, that's good.
So that's
I'm streaming. I'm running my whole studio off my fucking phone, but that'll change tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully. Watch them come in and
my ass. No,
confident. They'll come in and tell you, it's not our wires. It must be your equipment.
And you're gonna see a whole different stream when I beat his ass on live fucking stream too.
Yeah,
I was glitching. Oops. You might want to get on Thursdays so they can see what I do to you.
Biggie's done a couple with his phone when he's traveled. It's been solid.
I know he mentioned it, but right now, this is just bullshit because I'm hardwired to everything, and it shouldn't be like this. It dropped twice during Christmas, and we fixing that.
Oh, Joey wants to know what I'm talking about tomorrow. So I'm doing a year in review for talking about. I'll talk a little bit about the fight nights, but for the most part, it's going to be pay-per-views, reviewing the pay-per-views and everything else that went on, and then a little bit of Conor McGregor talk because he's been in the news lately. And yeah, that's about it because there's a lot to kind of go over. Just reviewing stuff from last year because we're starting a new year, so we're gonna look ahead a little bit and see what might be happening this year.
Tommy, can you switch the screen?
Which one? What am I showing right now?
Right now we still got thank you.
No, he's not canceled yet. But anybody that wants to hear some more about MMA and combat sports, just hit that QR code.
No, I'm seeing the 4. I'm not seeing thank you.
He's talking about Ninja.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Ninja up. Hold on.
There we go.
Yes, the Going Rounds podcast will be live tomorrow night. One of these days, I think Big E's going to have to dabble in some TikTok live.
Actually, yeah, I mean, I'm already trying to. I got to find the time to set it all up and make sure that I have everything good. But I mean, I've done it before. I've done live before, but I didn't do the actual show on live. But yeah, I want to do kind of the dual stream like you're doing right now.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Restream makes it easy.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
How can you sync the scenes? That was one question I did have.
Well, you really can't. You have to do it manually, and it doesn't work with the Stream Deck. So I can only control my horizontal scenes going to YouTube with the Stream Deck. That's why right now on TikTok, there is no scene changing. I had one scene in case Cremo joined us, and then this scene with the 4 of us. So those are the only 2 scenes I have for TikTok, because it would have just been too much to have to worry about changing scenes, not using the Stream Deck. So
gotcha.
There's some little tricky pieces too. So like you might have to do some test runs that we can help you with to get some of that set up. But yeah, everybody,
tomorrow I want to
become a gripper.
No,
I was leaving that out of it. A Kegler.
That is not it. I don't have.
Now I'm not texting. Now it's Kegels.
No. Now I don't have a catchphrase for anybody that watches. No.
No catchphrase yet.
No, not at all.
You just haven't come up with it.
You don't want to be. You don't want the Gerpers.
No,
but
I mean,
don't
it doesn't
forget
have to be the Grippers. You could be the Gerpers.
TikTok people, go to technicallyunsound.com and subscribe, please. Then you can catch us on YouTube and be interactive like Sonia is interactive. Hello, Sonia.
She says running lag time. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably faster. I'm guessing it's faster on YouTube.
Yeah.
I closed everything I could just to make sure I had bandwidth, but yeah.
Yeah, I think YouTube is probably like a 5-second delay. And I don't know what TikTok is because my TikTok is minimized right now, so I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a delay everywhere. So that's what makes it a little difficult for everybody to join in on time with the answers for the trivia and stuff. But
yeah, and if we get more people to YouTube, then the chat will pop off more. Joey's been keeping it going, and Sherry and Sonia. So thank you guys for being active in the chat. That's just the old faithful YouTube chat.
Much appreciated.
Thank you guys. I'm going to step out now, but we will be back Sunday night.
Sunday.
Be there.
And once again, Happy New Year's, everybody. Hope you guys have a very prosperous 2-5. We'll catch you guys Sunday night. Peace out. Say good night, everybody.
Later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Rounds live tomorrow.
GRP, Gripper.
God
or the Gerpers.